Yo, it's good, guys. Before we start, can we just appreciate how good the new music is? Like, honestly, just bask in it for a second. Alright, enough basking. Is anyone on for ranked? No, there's not. We're gonna hop into experimental. The most liked comment was cross, which I'm surprised. I mean, I'm kind of surprised, kind of not surprised. Quick review of the skin. I think this is... Okay, to me, it always looked weird because the bandana thingy or whatever he has over his eyes, it like goes over his ear. But I think it's because they have to keep like the same model for all skins. Like, I don't know why. Like, don't you think that thing on the left looks kind of weird? The left of his, I don't know. Anyways, I think the skin looks really cool. I like it in the new color. I like it in default. I haven't done too much. I like it in gray. That looks nice. Black is like a universal color. Everything looks good in black. Dude, black can save bad skins and make them look good. That's an okay color. Anyways, let's just hop into it. Running with the Code of Lions, of course. Best stance, speed. This is like, oh, you can't even see it. Wait, move my cam. This is like this is near ideal stats for guns. I think one less defense and one more speed, and you have like perfect stats for guns. Anyways, let's go. Tyler, try one. Man, I didn't complete the Kung Fu achievements from last season. Hope I don't regret that like 10 years from now. But I actually taunt with this guy. Alright. I like these gauntlets a lot. They remind me of like the BCX gauntlets almost. If you remember those. BCX gauntlets are from a skin, right? Anyways, it reminded me a lot of the BCX gauntlets. It's like I like gauntlets that are like a solid color, and then it's a design in a different color. I like those a lot. And then obviously I like the Skyforge gauntlets a lot too. I don't know why Skyforge gauntlets, it just feels like so much cleaner when I play with them. Maybe it's just because I saw Sandstorm play with them and it made me want to be him. Or Doughbrain too. Doughbrain was the OG Skyforge user. Ooh. Dude, this map is cursed, man. Wow, Volkov just destroyed me. This map is so cursed. I've seen a lot of conversations recently about adding an unranked 1v1 queue with the same rules as ranked. I don't know if that's a good solution, or if that's even necessary. I don't know. In my opinion, there's a huge discrepancy, or maybe not discrepancy. There's a huge problem with the current ranking system for new players. You know, more seasoned players, they'll complain a lot about like ranked rewards or like not having a new rank above diamond. You know, those are things that people have been complaining about those for a few years now. But in my opinion, the deeper problem is that right now, new players get placed at like 1200 elo, when in reality, they have the skill level of like 800 elo. And if you just think about that, that is such a massive problem. What new players, if they instantly hop into ranked, they probably have to lose like 20 games. Maybe 20 is a bit of an exaggeration, but you probably have to lose a ton of games before you play against somebody who's even close to your skill level. I would love to see a statistic on the amount of people who lose like up from 1 to 5 games in ranked and then never launch the game again, because the amount of players that BMG must have lost from not having a new player friendly ranking system is just insane. Like, you just think about the mental aspect of that. You go in, you see your elo is 1200, and then if you lose, you instantly think that you're below average. And each loss after that just gets you into a deeper and deeper hole. And I mean, it must suck. Like, honestly. When I started playing, there were actually placement matches. I don't know why they went away from those. But, you know, I think that should be a pretty big priority. At least, you know, if I were to change something in terms of the systems of ranked, that would be my #1 priority. It just seems like a no-brainer, honestly. And I'm sure they know, of course. But, yeah. Before any, like, high-ranking high rated changes like 0.1%. Changing diamond is low priority for sure. Yeah, this skin has felt pretty clean. I haven't really talked about Cross or the skin, but actually it feels nice. I like skins with hats. There's a Lucian skin with the hat, like a big hat that I like. I like this skin. This skin's got a nice hat. There's a Diana skin with a hat too. I like those. There's a Fate skin with a hat. Well, those characters all kind of have hats, but maybe I just like characters with hats. Oh, that guy destroyed me. Great Hall is dude, Great Hall, more than ever in like these last few months, I've seen people complaining about Great Hall. I feel like people who complain a lot about Great Hall and like Enigma and Crystal Temple, I don't even think they necessarily hate the design of the map. They just more dislike how platforms are pretty unfriendly to play with in this game. Like, there's a lot of times where you try to like do a downlight, not try to do a downlight, where you try to do like a dare and go through the platform, and the game just ledge cancels your down air into a delay, and it just sucks to play with. It like feels like you're trapped above the platforms a lot of the time. But personally, I'm a pretty big proponent of keeping those maps inside the pool, especially like Great Hall and Enigma. I think it'd be pretty unhealthy for the competitive game to see all those tri-platform maps removed. I think once you go away from those, then map diversity is just completely non-existent. You know, the new map that they added, I don't know what it's called, but the map with the one platform and the pillar at the bottom, I think that's a pretty cool map. But, you know, that would be as unique as they get once you remove the platform maps. So I think rather than removing platform maps entirely, they should try to change the mechanics around platforms. You know, whenever I launch OBS and start recording, I just get sidetracked so easily. You know, that's pretty much what my channel has been. It's just me talking about Brawlhalla, not actually like talking about the game. But that made no sense. Talking about like bigger aspects of Brawlhalla than just, you know, the game that I'm playing. Dude, Cross though? Cross is one of the most underutilized legends. I feel like legends like Cross, Artemis, you know, these characters, they're so good. Okay, especially Cross. Like, Cross has near perfect stats. He has gauntlets. Gauntlets are, you know, in contention for the best weapon right now. And his SIGs are pretty nasty. Cross has been getting some popularity in 2s, you know, over the last few years, but I've never seen a top player pick Cross in ones. I picked Cross for one tournament last year in Combo Breaker 2020, if you wanna, you know, do a little research on that. But other than that, I don't think I've ever seen a top player pick Cross in 1v1, which is interesting. Now, guns obviously are a underplayed weapon in general. Like, they're just not very popular compared to like your sword or your katars. But gauntlets are, I would not put gauntlets in the same tier of not played as guns. So it's interesting that a character like Cross, who's so good, is not played as much. He's got some good SIGs. I mean, his gauntlet end SIG and gun. Wow, I died to that. That character has 3 forced you. His gauntlet end SIG and gun D SIG are both so insane. Like, that move is ridiculous. It's pretty safe. It does so much force. Oh, I didn't even realize, like, my setup goes perfectly with Cross right now because he has the coin. Petra. I love playing against Petra. Petra is, if not the coolest, she's one of the coolest legends in the entire game to me. I really like her design. She's so sick. Dude, that taunt, the YMCA taunt, at least that's what I'm calling it. It's called like the Valhallian Salute or something. Or something salute, I think. Dude, that taunt is so cursed, man. Oh, it's bad. It's really bad. Oh, that was almost. I'm like going focus up, full tryhard against this guy. in experimental. It's like 8 a.m. too. I think Sandstorm and I are gonna be playing some twos a lot more up in the coming few days, so expect some 2v2 content for sure. We played a bit off camera yesterday for a few hours, just like get warmed up because we haven't played in a while together since there haven't been tournaments. But I mean, Summer Champs is in 2 weeks. It has crept up, seriously. I remember when Summer Champs was like 3 months away, and there were 3 months until the next tournament, other than Pro Series, of course, but it's been a while since there's been a traditional tournament. Also, I really hope that the mic did not pick up, but I just burped, so sorry to everyone if it did pick that up. Maybe I'll just mute the VOD during that part. Who am I kidding? I'm definitely gonna forget about that like 3 minutes from now. Yeah, Gauntlet D-Light Nair. It feels like Gauntlet D-Light Nair's days are coming to a close, so you know, remember this combo as it lived. Not once it gets nerfed in probably a few weeks. There's probably gonna be a patch pretty soon after Summer Champs, so once that combo gets nerfed, we'll be talking about how crazy it was that a combo like Gauntlet D-Light Nair Dare being true was ever in the game. You know, that is a ridiculous idea to have a weapon like Gauntlets, which with such excellent like chasing tools and dodge reading potential. Like Gauntlet Sidelight is effectively a move that is designed entirely around tech chasing, which is like chasing on reaction, because you can follow up no matter where they dodge out of Gauntlet Sidelight. The Gauntlet Sidelight, dude, Gauntlet Sidelight, it is such an insanely well designed move, in my opinion. I think Gauntlet Sidelight is like peak in the moves that they've designed. Gauntlet Sidelight might be a move that has only received like probably less than 5 patches, like changes throughout its entire lifespan. That move is pretty perfect design wise. And then, dude, I was thinking about this right before I started recording, because I thought I was gonna play Nye, but Cross was actually the most upvoted comment. Qatar D-Light. I feel like that move might be the move that has received the most changes all time in Brawlhalla. I feel like every patch they're changing Qatar D-Light. You know, either stun or like angle or hitbox or like something. It feels like every patch Qatar D-Light gets changed. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, this map is unholy for guns, by the way. Like, there's a few maps that guns feel really bad to play on, but this map is not one of them. I feel like with the low ceiling, with the small stage, it feels like you can just suffocate your opponent out. I'm gonna go for N-Sig here. Wow, if I held that, he might have got hit, actually. I'm really excited for this patch, man. This patch hopefully restores guns to the former glory. Dude, is the collector's pack still available? Because I remember when I was like 12, I was like begging my parents to buy me the collector's pack for Brawl. That's the peak of my life, getting collector's pack. I just ask because I think this Bodvar skin is so sick, and I also like the Asgardian weapons a lot too. So, what was that? That got me off guard. Alright, N-Sig? Ooh, dude, that might have killed him. Maybe not. Now it definitely will, and N-Sig will definitely kill. Alright, well, he's dead anyway. Dude, Gauntlets feels so smooth right now. I really hope that once they nerf the Nair, they don't, like, over-nerf the rest of the kit and make it feel clunky to play. Because that seems to have been the trend with a lot of their balance changes recently. Like, guns, once they got nerfed, have just felt so clunky to play. There's some weapons that you can like overlook how they kind of feel bad to play with when they're broken. You know, like a band-aid fix. You know, like Qatar's sidelight being so strong is kind of like a band-aid fix to the rest of Qatar's feeling kind of like it just doesn't flow together as good as it could. You know, Nair used to be such a useful and unique tool on guitars. Like, it was a combo tool, it was a stringing tool, and they're completely lost that once they nerfed the stun a lot. It's just like, there's a lot of design changes that they've made to some of the weapons that have kind of made... A lot of weapons have lost their identity, it feels like. Like, there's a lot of weapons that are just kind of the same, you know? I don't know. Oh, he disconnected. I'm away from the comeback. Yeah, like, guitar sidelight, it feels like the only way that guitars are going to be super good right now is if they have that dash guitar sidelight impulse. You know? Once they remove that from guitars, guitars are going to feel so bad to play. And it just sucks. Because you don't want weapons to have to be broken to feel playable. It's just kind of sad. That's how guns feel too. Like, gun dare is inconsistent. Gun end light feels bad to use a lot of the time. And so much of the power of guns is like revolved around recovery force and like how early you can kill, you know? It just kind of sucks when bad weapons are not fun to play at all. Like, there have been times before like 2018 where bad weapons were still fun to play because they flow together well, but feels like that has been lost in the recent years. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed. I didn't really talk about the cross skin at all, but it's kind of cool. I like it. It's definitely not as good as this one though. This is peak cross, the Christmas cross, Krampus cross. It's just like vengeance at hand. That looks nice. Alright, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Peace out. See you in the next one. Goodbye.